Now, a warning for homeowners and potential buyers. Record low mortgage deals could soon come to an end. The Bank of England's Governor Mark Carney says interest rates could rise again by the end of the year. Now, interest rates have been at 0.5% for 6 years. The housing market's recently been hotting up, with mortgage approvals around 8% higher in June than at the same time last year. And remortgaging has risen by 20% in the past year. So, while an interest rate rise may be good news for savers, it is expected that many homeowners will be scrambling to get on a fixed-rate mortgage.
Thank you, Charlotte. Well, look, we've got financial expert Louise Cooper with us now. Oh, my goodness, just when it seemed as though things were easing in the housing market, suddenly, for those trying to get a mortgage, it could be a bit scary.
It does appear that these fixed-rate mortgages are the record incredibly cheap money is disappearing. We've already seen some of the best deals ever starting to disappear. And to be fair, the money on offer was incredibly cheap. I mean, you could borrow at a 10-year fixed rate below 3% a year, which is unbelievably cheap money, and you could get a 5-year fixed rate at below 2% a year. Now, that is incredibly cheap money. Now,
they were very hard to get, though, weren't they? That was the problem. So the offer was good, but people really jumped through hoops to get that.
Or you had to pay very large arrangement fees. So, for example, there's a post office 2-year fixed deal that still is at 1.65%, which is very, very cheap money, but you have to pay almost £2,000 of arrangement fees.
So, Louise, if there's people there who are sitting watching this morning thinking we were just about to redo our mortgage, or we wanted to remortgage and find a new one, what's your advice to them? Should they be concerned by this?
Well, it depends what you want. If you want security, if you want to know what your monthly outgoings will be, then a fixed-rate deal is the option for you. If, on the other hand, you may want to repay some of the mortgage early, or you want the flexibility, you know, some of these deals don't offer much flexibility. So it depends on your personal circumstances. But if you are one of those who wants the security of knowing what you'll be paying for the next 2 or 5 or even 10 years, then a fixed-rate deal is a very attractive deal, which is why so many people go for it.
Is the concern as well that now that this has started, or it seems like it's starting, that the interest rates are going up, that's just a pattern that's going to continue for the next few years? So get fixed now, because in 2 years' time, the deals will be way worse.
That is the current assumption. It's what Mark Carney, the Governor of the Bank of England, said, that rates will be starting to go up by the end of the year. But, you know, we've heard that before from the Bank of England. We've heard that rates were going to go up, and they haven't done, because inflation has kept so low. Because one of the key drivers of when you increase interest rates is inflation. Now, inflation at the moment is running at 0. We have no inflation. You know, prices are not going up. Now, the assumption from Mark Carney is going into the end of the year, we'll start to get inflation kicking up, and that's the reason why rates need to go up. If we don't get inflation, then rates could stay this low for quite some time. So, absolutely, most people are saying rates will go up, fix your rates now, it's the cheapest time to do it. But that is the consensus of opinion. It's not fact, because until we get to this time next year or this time the year after, we won't know what rates and inflation are doing.